In January this year, in the BA magazine, they released an article called The 12 Months of Avios, or The 12 Ways to Collect Avios. Now, I made a video about collecting Avios and I talked about 8 different ways. So this article promised 4 new ways to collect Avios, but it over-delivered, giving us not 4, but 5 new ways to collect Avios, as you'll see when we get to December. Hi, I'm Phil and I'm on a grey gap year. So I'm going to share with you all 12 of BA's ways to collect Avios, but before I get started, I couldn't find definitively if the melody for the 12 days of Christmas was copyright free across the world, so I'm not going to go with my original plan and sing each month like the month of May. Probably for the best. January. Kickstart the year with a British Airways American Express credit card. January marks the perfect time to form smarter finance habits, and tapping away on a British Airways American Express credit card means your everyday spend accrues unmanageable and high interest credit card debt. Wait, whoa, that's not right. It says your everyday spends accrue perks pertaining to your favourite pastime, travel. And the points you can earn is either 1 or 1.5 Avios per pound you spend, depending on which card you take out. Now, I did talk about points credit cards in my video, so this isn't a new one. Now, I can't give you financial advice, but I can tell you that the interest rates on these points earning cards is very high. And if you don't clear the balance in full and on time every month, then the cost of the interest will outweigh the benefits of the points very quickly. February. Treat someone special, even if that someone is you. This Valentine's Day, pocket a little something for yourself while lighting up the one you love thanks to a host of Avios collecting gifts like duty free. I can just imagine the faces of ladies across the country lighting up as their loved one gives them a Toblerone. Now, the way you can do this is by linking your Red by Dufree account with your Executive Club account. Now, I didn't talk about this one, so this is the first new Avios collecting method that is on the BA list, but is not on my list. Now, I rarely buy at duty-free airports because it's often more expensive than your high street retailer or a local supermarket. There are the odd exceptions, and my tip would be to always know the special offer price of your preferred tipple. Now, this came in handy for me in Marrakesh when I told the salesman there that I wasn't buying anything because I could buy it cheaper at home in the supermarket. And he and I then haggled, which was a first for me in a duty-free store, and I walked away with 2 litres of Chivas Regal 12-year-old whiskey for a bargain price. So that was interesting. I've never haggled in a duty-free before. There were various different whiskies that if you bought 2, they would give you a discount. So I've got 2 litres of Chivas Regal 12-year for €60, which was £52. And that is March. Convert Nectar points into Avios ahead of the Easter weekend. 2 loyalty schemes are better than 1, and 2 loyalty programs that work together are best of all. You can collect Nectar points at Sainsbury's, Argos, eBay, Esso service stations that don't have a Tesco Express, and some others. Now, this one was in my video. It's pretty widely known, and you can convert 400 Nectar points into 250 Avios. April. Spring clean your subscriptions. Did you know you can simply buy Avios and that the longer or larger the subscription, the better value you'll get out of it? Or to put it another way, the more you spend on a BA point subscription, the lower the cost per point is going to be. So we're talking Avios subscriptions here, and this is also in my previous video, but it is a good one, so I will briefly recover it here. There are 4 levels of subscription, and you can pay monthly or you can pay annually. You'll get better value if you pay annually. You get about 2 months free if you pay up front. The 200,000 points per year subscription offers the best value, and you'll be buying your points for under a penny each, which I think is fair or better than fair value. But I also think the 100,000 point subscription is also about fair value because it's just over 1p per point. I wouldn't bother with the other 2 subscriptions, too expensive. May. Restock the bar for the double bank holiday with the wine flyer. Discover what is surely soon to be your favourite online wine cellar. Do you see what they did there? At the Wine Flyer, an Avios fueled service that drops a carefully curated selection of bottles at your door and gives you Avios with your purchases. It offers better value subscriptions too. Another one that I talk about in my Avios video, and I wasn't impressed with the Wineflyer website, but I hadn't looked at the subscription options, so I did take a look. Now, I'm not a 3 bottles a week man, so these 12 bottles per month subscriptions aren't going to work for me, but if I did drink 12 reasonable bottles of wine a month, then this might offer okay value. With 1,500 Avios on a £130 case of wine, that's 11.5 points for each pound you spend, or about £15 worth of Avios on a case. But I suspect the cost of the wine is just being inflated a little to account for that. June. Top up your account halfway through the year with Avios for Thoughts. They say the best things in life are free, and this way to collect Avios is one of our favourites because it requires no spending at all. Avios for Thoughts allows you to collect Avios by sharing your opinions and habits through short online questionnaires. So this is the second idea that was not in my Avios video, and this intrigued me. You get 500 Avios for your first survey and 100 bonus Avios for completing the 2-minute tutorial. Now this doesn't really get me that excited because it sounds like work, and I can buy these Avios for about £6. So shortcutting this, I'm working for £6, but I don't know how long it will take to fill in this questionnaire, so I don't know how much work I'm going to do. But the bonus tip on this is a reminder that you need to collect or spend at least 1 Avios every 36 months to stop your Avios expiring, and taking a survey will give you a few points and it will restart that 36-month clock. July. Staycation in style and earn points with BP. You can't beat a big British road trip, and there's no better time weather-wise to make the most of our glorious countryside than the great British summer. So this is Avios earning idea number 3 that wasn't in my video, and it's not a game changer, but it is worth knowing about. You get 1 BP rewards point for every litre of regular fuel you buy, and 2 points for premium or ultimate fuel. On top of this, you get 1 point for every £1 you spend in store. Then once you collect 40 BP points, they convert into 25 Avios, which is the same conversion ratio as Nectar points, but you can just convert smaller amounts. Now, I do find myself buying coffee and sandwiches in BP stations on the motorway, particularly when I'm heading north, so I have the app installed on my phone and I collect a few points here and there. August. Triple your collections with the Balance Booster. If you haven't looked at the Balance Booster by the peak of the year, you might well be missing out, for it can boost the Avios you have previously collected for a value price. Balance Booster is in my video, but in the same buying points section as subscriptions was in. Now the Balance Booster is another way you can buy points for under 1p each. Essentially, you can boost the points you've collected in the last 30 days by either 1, 2 or 3 times the number of points you've collected. And there's a per point cost break for each time you increase the boost multiplier from 1 to 2 to 3 times boost. And when you use the 3 times boost, the points will cost under 1p each. So if you want to buy some points to build a balance, maybe book some premium travel, this is one way you can do it at fair value. September. Have an Avios adventure with British Airways Holidays. Late summer sales are the perfect opportunity to book a great value package with British Airways Holidays. BA Holidays can offer great value on price, on tier points with their double tier points offer, and on Avios, because if you're using the BA Amex Premium card, you get 1.5 points for each pound you spend on regular purchases, but 3 points for every pound you spend on BA Holidays. Plus you'll get Avios from the holiday itself too. But this is where I offer a word of caution. It's very easy to get caught up in Avios mania, looking for the best Avios deal and not the best deal. I value Avios that I get at 1p each, so I'll take that off the top of the cash price and then I'll compare it to other non-Avios cash price options, and then I'm just going to pick the cheapest. So don't pay extra cash for your holiday just to get some Avios. October. Have an autumnal day out at Bicester Village, Oxfordshire. Bicester Village is a luxury shopping destination where the world's best brands offer prices you'll love. If you're not from the UK, then this place is spelt like this, but it's pronounced Bicester. So if you're driving along the M40 and you happen to see a brown leisure sign for Bicester Village, then it's a designer outlet shopping centre, and it's the UK's second most visited destination for Chinese tourists. This is the fourth item that's on the BA list that didn't make it onto my list, mainly because I've never been there, but also because I'm not driving 90 minutes down the motorway to go shopping. 95% of my shopping is done at a computer with a mug of tea. According to the article, if you go shopping there, you'll get 5 Avios for every £4 you spend. But I think there's some terms and conditions to this one, so make sure you read those because I don't think it's quite that simple. November. Be the most organised for Christmas thanks to our shopping portal. From the hotel chocolat stocking fillers all the way to surprising someone with long-lasting tech from Currys, I think BA are playing a bit fast and loose here because they're listing their shopping portal twice, once for the Bicester Village in October and then again here for all the other retailers. Now, I talk about the BA shopping portal in my Avios collecting video, but I do think it's worth mentioning again because although some of the retailers on the portal could be considered a bit obscure, like Harrods or Clinique, there are plenty of high street retailers on here like Argos, Boots, Marks and Spencer's. Now, it's just free Avios for purchases you're making anyway. So make sure you check this portal before you make, well, any purchases really. I've got bonus points from home insurance, car insurance, food supplements, tumble dryers, dishwashers, camera equipment, gardening equipment, DIY stuff. I mean, the list of points you can get here is almost endless. December. Collect as you Uber home from your festive parties. In a month jam-packed with get-togethers and travelling home for the holidays, Uber can help you keep your cool this December while also collecting those oh-so-precious Avios as you ride home. And we're into the final month. Hooray! And well done to you for sticking with me. This is the 5th item, and it is that bonus item that I talked about that isn't on my list but is on the BA list. I've linked my Uber and Executive Club accounts together and it was trivial to do so. And I get 1 Avios for each £1 of qualifying spend on Uber, and apparently that includes trains, although I use Trainline and I also get 1 Avios for each £1 I spend on train fares with them too. So 5 new ways to collect Avios, and although none of them will change your Avios collecting world, they will add up. And remember, an Avios saved is an Avios earned. So if you've enjoyed the video, then do please give me a like, and I have some other Avios and reward flight videos coming up, so subscribe to the channel to get notifications when they're released. And if you've already got a big Avios balance and you're just itching to spend it, then this video on getting the best reward flights, well, that should be the next video for you. So thank you for watching and joining me on my grey gap year.